Yes. Welcome everyone back to the Vertical Weekly EMA, the place where we take you guys through the latest updates, the things that are happening behind the scene, and of course, also the place where you, as a community member, can ask questions directly to the team. And guys, this week we have actually a very impressive EMA for you guys because we're going to be demoing the gateway here, the latest version, the version that we're going to be launching next week, probably. And I think it's very handy that if you're watching here right now, like I've said many times before, the EMAs are the places where we share the information around our projects the first. So anyone watching this will get this information first. And we're going to be rewarding you guys today by showing you how to operate the gateway, why it is important to get into the gateway and participate into our ecosystem. The earliest as possible, and what kind of benefits you can expect if you participate in our ecosystem. Guys, before we get started, our CTO, Mac, is a bit sick today. He has the flu, can happen. So, but we have an equally, valuable partner here on board to support this EMA, and that is Lawrence, our head of strategy. Lawrence, how are you doing today?
Good man, good man. Thank you for the introduction again, Mark. I'm in a really good mood. Here in the Netherlands, the weather is getting better. Spring is finally around the corner, and we got a packed pipeline at Vertical. So that always makes me, in a really good mood. And I feel sad for Mac that he's not here. His team worked so really freaking hard on getting the Vertical gateway ready. Too bad for him. So now I'm here to do a stand-in, and let's get to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, before we get started, I think you're making a very relevant point, right? Because I was also doing a tweet yesterday. Um, guys, regardless of the what kind of conditions we are in, Vertical is here to build. Vertical is here to create value for our community, and always, filling up the pipeline with the next big addition, the next product, the next feature. Adding value for our users. And that is what the gateway is, right? About 2 months ago, we made a decision to go from a standalone product to an ecosystem. We made our vision bigger, right? We have been building for over a year now, and what we see is that our brand is powerful enough to go beyond just a few products, and we want to make sure that if we launch new products, that it's all happening under the Vertical brand, and that those products are all connected through one single token. And that token is, of course, Vert AI, guys. And we are getting ready. We are laying the foundation here to prepare when the market gets better. And we want to make sure that when that foundation is set up and we are ready to accelerate hard, that Vert AI is the main beneficiary of everything that is happening in our token economy and our ecosystem. And guys, the gateway is the cornerstone of making that, a reality. It is the place where you can go to and access all the utilities, all the rewards, all the benefits that come with participating into our ecosystem. And there's one central line that is super important for us, and that is that those who participate the most, those who have committed to our token economy the biggest, will be rewarded the largest. And I'm going to explain to you guys exactly how that looks like, because we have a few utilities in the gateway, ready to go live very soon for you, where you as a token holder can, join into and start reaping the benefits from day one. So I hope that is clear for everyone. Vertical is here to build. We are preparing like an animal behind the scene. I hope you guys that have been following us for the past few months know exactly that we are not slowing down, but obviously we are preparing a massive foundation to accelerate hard on when the market returns. So please, pay attention today. Please prepare your questions also, because that's what we're here for, right? You have the head of strategy, Lawrence. I think together we created the new strategy about 2 months ago of the ecosystem, and we are rolling it out very nicely.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I'm also excited because we have been using utility in our token, of course, but we've been thinking about how to add the next tranches of utilities, and we thought about this for a long time. We even tried a couple utilities, but right now we're really finally releasing the next tranche of utilities, right? So this is also really a big step that we're finally getting to, that a lot of thought went into, and that makes this actually a very big moment to us. Like, it's not another fun step. This is not a small update. This is a major update.
This is actually a major update. We're going to be running a major campaign around this as well. I think that this is one of those products that um, deserves massive exposure. So we are in conversations with very professional parties, but not only professional parties, but also partners in the sense of legitimate teams that want to utilize the Vertical Labs services to launch through the gateway and provide value to our ecosystem. Obviously, yeah, that goes two ways. We provide them, exposure to our community. Our community, gets discounts or airdrops for their projects, and in return, well, yeah, they can leverage the vertical brand recognition. Just want to make sure that everyone realizes that we're not doing this with every team that comes to us. We have very high standards. So we only help high quality founders or founding teams that are, doxed, that are, that actually have a product that adds value, that has a clear use case, why they have their token, and why they should use, or why we should let them use the vertical brand to launch their venture into the Web3. So I think without further ado, let's get into the demo, because it's actually it's nice. Um, Alrighty, put this away. All right, guys, we do this, that, boop-a-doo-doo. We add this to the screen. I think we do this, and then we drag it. Usually we have our amazing head of marketing here that knows exactly how to manage this. Um, all right, guys. So the vertical gateway, let me just log out first, because this is a fully Web3 based product, right? You can only access this if you are our token participant, right? So you need a wallet, and you need VertiAI on that wallet to log in into this platform. So this is the staging, of course. This is blocked. You can try to access it, but only a few whitelisted wallets are getting in. Obviously, my wallet is whitelisted, so I can give you the demo today. So guys, you come here, enter the VertiAI gateway, stake your VertiAI for credits, right? We have the credit trip. We have our own version of revenue share, which is through our affiliate program. You get loyalty perks, and also the ability to receive airdrops of any sub ecosystem token that is launching under the vertical brand. You can use your VertiAI for discounts on all Vertical's native products, right? We have this Vertical Stream Live, we have the Vertical Motion Live, both two products that are doing phenomenally well and that are bringing actual value to people that want to get into AI. Either that is by accessing an AI model aggregator that's going to give you access to all the models, in the world, or if you want to get your hands dirty on AI video generation and use our proprietary director agent to help you guide, product consistency, character consistency, and make beautiful and stunning videos that are minutes long, even hours long in the future. So, guys, let's enter the gateway, right? Ready? You sign in. You sign in with your wallet. and we enter the gateway. And the first thing you're going to be seeing here is the discounts on credit packs, right? I don't have to show it, but let's just go in there because the two products that we have live here are, of course, Stream and Motion, like I just said. And Lawrence, if you want to jump in here whenever you want, feel free. But here I'll show you something.
Yeah.
All our products, they operate on credits, right? And as you can see here, I have some credits left here. If I buy more credits, our company operates on the edge of Web 2 and Web 3, right? So our products are also available for people paying with traditional fiat railways. But we want to give our VertAI users a discount. We want to give them perks because if you participate in our token economy, you deserve a discount. So here, this will link to the gateway soon. And also, if you go look at uh, uh, the motion, right? If we look at our credits, you can purchase these credit packs. Here it's going to be linked, but also here you see go to the gateway where you're going to get 15% off. And how that works exactly is, just follow the steps here. Basically, you are connected with your wallet, and I'm able to purchase, pro subscriptions. Obviously, I need some more VertiI. I staked a bunch of it to get weight, but oh, that's actually pretty shitty. Maybe don't worry about it. The idea is, guys, you purchase these packs with VertiI, you get 15% off. So our people that use our ecosystem, our native products, are cheaper off using our products than traditional people coming in. So this creates a direct incentive for people using our products to explore. Hey, what is this token? How can I get that 15% discount? Hey, and that way we actually have this attraction magnet of Web2 users that are incentivized to explore our token. And this way, we get exposure to whatever the token has to offer. You can purchase these credit packs. Again, I need to add VertiI to it. But as you can see in a bit, is that I have all the VertiI in that wallet staked. If you purchase a coupon, obviously you can redeem it on the platforms itself. Like let's say you purchase the 20 euro pack, you go to Motion, you purchase the credits, and then you can fill it in here. And then it will deduct it from the price. €0 you're paying because you paid in VertiI, and you can get that credit pack for 15% discount. Utility number one. Oh, wait. So let's go to staking because this is something we've been anticipating for a long time, something that a lot of thinking has gone into it. How can we set that up properly? And the idea is, guys, is that when you stake, we want to make sure that while you're staking, you get multiple benefits, right? And the first benefit that you get when you're staking is that we're going to set up a credit drip. And that credit drip is a pool that gets funded by our own revenue. And basically, everyone that is staking gets a portion of that pool pro rata. So if you're staking more, you get a larger share of that pool, and you can use those credits to use our products for free. So what we essentially created here is a staking mechanism that provides you with free AI if you stake your VertiI. So you don't have to sell it. You just stake it and you get access to our products for free, right? This is our way of giving back to you that if you show your commitment by staking your tokens, you can use our products for free depending on the commitment that you've put in. So essentially, I can claim this, right? I sign it. Let's see what it does. Blah, 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 blah. As you can see here is that I am currently in the gold tier. Obviously, based on your tier, you're going to get other benefits. You can go from bronze to silver to gold to diamond. And those who stake more will go into a higher tier. And those who are in a higher tier, they get the most benefits and the most loyalty perks. All right, so here we see it, right? Total claim, use in shop. And then you have earned $32 in staking earnings. Nice. So I can now use this $32 here for whatever I want. Let's say I use this here processing, purchase, boom. Well, whoever is watching can use this code and you can purchase a starter pack on Motion. The first one doing it, feel free to use
First come, first serve.
first come, first serve. And as you can see, it got deducted and I still have $12 left. So I can still get, well, 1 month pro subscription on stream. Guys, this is beautiful. Realize what is happening over here. Vert AI holders that stake their tokens get access to free AI usage on our tools. Essentially, you don't need a subscription anymore on anything. Just drop them all, buy VertAI, stake it, and enjoy the credit drip from our pool that provides you with free AI. Bring that to your mind. One of the most powerful technologies ever introduced into human society. Vertical is providing that to you for free if you stake your tokens. This is super powerful, guys. This is a way of us giving back to the community, and the sustainability is here that all gets funded by the revenue that we're generating. So, Lawrence, do you have any questions on that, or was that fully clear?
No, I think it's just like we're really focusing right now on the practical side of this, but I think it's also important to take a second to realize how unique it is that we now have one interface where you as a Vert AI holder can basically access all the utilities that we're providing, right? Because in the beginning we've been really struggling, like, okay, how do we tie this all together? How do we make sure that this Vert AI token is not something that you need to integrate here, you need to integrate there, you need to integrate your wallet on 10 different places. But right now we got one single place where you can manage all that. You can buy your subscriptions, which is, by the way, like paying for services using a native token is not necessarily new, but one of the big challenges was how does that work when you have subscriptions, right? We have to pay that monthly. Well, that's all sorted out here with the gateway, and that's something that besides the practical cool part about is that it's also very unique, and that's something that we should also realize.
Yeah, that's beautifully worded. Thank you for that addition, Lawrence. That I couldn't have said it even better. It's true, right? The gateway in itself, guys, is the cornerstone of the ecosystem, making the ecosystem possible and tying everything together into that single unified token, which is VertiAI, which we all love and which we want to continue building on. So this is the credit drip, right? This is beautiful. I think that was explained properly. If you have any question, guys, please drop them in the chat. We'll answer them shortly. But let's look at something that is also, what we're going to be introducing, because those are the airdrops. And guys, this is what we are aiming for, right? We want to expand our ecosystem, and we're going to do that through a new service entity, which we call Vertical Labs. And Vertical Labs is essentially advisory company for Web3 companies that in itself helps new ventures with their go-to-market strategy and exposes those go-to-market strategy to the loyalty program that we have set up here. And that loyalty program essentially has 3 layers. And those 3 layers are, of course, here in the vertical docs that are live, that you can read through how we're going to be operating Vertical Labs. And essentially, how we see this is mainly the alliance. So we as Vertical Labs, we are also going to see, of course, how we can create protocols within our ecosystem that benefit from a sub-ecosystem token, right? Those sub-ecosystem tokens will be airdropped to you as a VertiAI staker, but more into that. But if we look a bit further, right, we as Vertical, we have a capacity of expanding the usability of the token within the gateway. We need to look further than that. So that's what I was saying at start, right? We're looking for high quality founding teams that have awesome ideas, that want to build those ideas on the brand recognition of Vertical, right? That is built on trust, that is built on persistence, that is built on, keep going no matter what. And those teams, they are able to leverage, 3 tiers within our alliance package. The first tier is, of course, just cross collaboration across marketing, your standards. We're going to be helping each other in doing marketing, but that is layer one. We're more interested in layer two and in layer three. Because in layer two, basically what we say is, hey, you have a product, you want to, get your product exposed to our community. Well, the only reason that we're going to do that is if you provide the credits that people can need for your platform for a 15% discount. So this page, where our native products are obviously already accessible, will be expanding and expanding and expanding, and you'll be able to use Vertii to get access to even more products outside of the vertical line itself with 15% discount, essentially exposing you to, hopefully a shit ton of products in the future that cost more for traditional Web 2 purchases, and you get a 50% discount, right? That's what we are giving to our community. You're not only going to be accessing our tools, but also those tools. But that is only layer two. What we are more interested is also layer three, and that is where we are going to be, exposing their token as well to our community by setting up these marketing campaigns and giving them the ability to allocate a portion of their supply to airdrops or Vertii stakers. This is where it gets interesting, guys, because now it's very important to pay attention. Because this is the thing. When you stake your tokens, you build up weight. And the more tokens you stake, the more weight you build. Because we do emissions. Every day you get 0.058 tokens or weight per token that you stake, which is eligible. And this is beautiful, right? That means that the person who stakes the most accumulates the most weight per day. But this also means that the person who staked the most and staked it the longest has the most weight when the snapshot is taken. And why do we take a snapshot? Because based on your weight that you have accumulated during staking, this will determine your share of the airdrop that is coming. So the person with the most weight gets the biggest share of the airdrop pool. But here's the caveat, because this is a loyalty program. That means that if you unstake your tokens, you will lose your weight. So this is your incentive to stake early as possible when the gateway goes live, to stake as much as possible. Because guys, I'm gonna say it here right now, we already have some airdrops in the pipeline coming for you guys. I will not say what it is and the concept. We will tease you just here with this notification, but just know there's already an airdrop coming very soon, and we will tell you more about that in 2 weeks. But I'm going to say it. That airdrop is coming, so get in early, because building weight is going to determine your share in airdrop pool. We have another feature that is coming to this, which I'm not going to tease today. We're going to be teasing that also in a week or two. But this is all combined with marketing campaigns where you can earn points, and those points get added to your weight. So that means that the people that are staking more for longer and also participating the most in those marketing campaigns, they get the most weight and therefore also the largest airdrop share. Guys, this is phenomenal, because this is the way for us to give value to you as a Vertii staker while we expand our ecosystem, while we introduce new high quality founding teams into our ecosystem, exposing you to discounts to their products, and even further exposing you to airdrops to their tokens. You don't have to do anything. Like, only thing you need to do is stay loyal to our token economy, participate in the campaigns, and you get tokens in return that you can do whatever you want with it. Those tokens you can use in their protocols. You're all free to do that in general. As you can see, right, I've staked 50,000 tokens. I've already accumulated 540 weight. Obviously, this isn't live yet, guys. We are testing this with the internal team. Just a notification here that I want to say. We've made a snapshot last week of our old staking contract. So the weight that you had there will be migrated. So we had a few loyal stakers already since the start. Your weight will be migrated to the new platform. Just know that you need to stake those tokens again to get that weight back. And if you haven't already, unstake your tokens. You don't have to do it, but just unstake it, because we're going to be migrating to this in the coming days, and that old contract won't be used anymore. So guys, let's move through this, because here you will see the airdrop pools that are coming, right? These are the campaigns that will be running. There's nothing in there yet, which is, like I said before, um, there is one coming. So you have to stay tuned for that for more information. And basically, there's a whole explanation on how it works, right? I would say read through it when it's live. Just know, guys, participate early, because the earlier you are in, the more weight you build, the more weight you have, the bigger the share in the airdrop. I can't repeat that more and more enough. Um, Lawrence, do you have anything to add here before we move on to the final use case?
Yeah, two things. One, so bookmark the gateway because you're gonna get the updates on all the new airdrops that are coming. And secondly, Mark, when can everyone expect to start accumulating weight?
Yeah, so you start accumulating weight when you stake on the gateway. So I would say start stacking up Vertii now. We're in market conditions where we find that Vertii is cheap. Again, not financial advice. Make your own decisions, but we are preparing a foundation here to accelerate this ecosystem hard when the market returns. So I would say, start stacking Vertii, and the moment that the gateway goes live, we anticipate going live next week. So have your Vertii ready, get it staked as early as possible when the gateway is, launched, and participate as much as possible where you can, because those are who are loyal, those are who are the most active, they reap the most rewards.
Yes, sir. Nice. Yeah, and I also like to really underline because Mark, you said this briefly, but again, I think this is also something that really defines us. These are all cool utilities we are giving back to you, but by our partnership program, we also kind of execute on our own philosophy, right? Why did Vertical become a success? Why do we have such a strong community, and why are we still here? That is just because we did not want to come up with some sort of hype token and disappear right after that, right? We are in Web3 because we believe that that this space is great and full of great builders, and sometimes those are hard to find, especially in times where the market is less favorable. But even especially in these moments, we want to show that our formula works, right? Being docs, building real products that are there to build a business, that are there to generate revenue, and that is actually like also a little bit of our passion why we do this whole partnership program, because we believe that our formula works and we want that formula to be applied by others. And that's why we do this partnership program under the same conditions. And that's why we also want to encourage you. You have a good idea, right, with a real business, and you think your business can benefit from being in Web3, right? Having the community building, kickstarting your business. That's what we believe in, and that's what we encourage you to do. And if you want to do that, reach out to us because we're gonna help you. And that's something that we feel very strong about. I just wanted to highlight that because I think that is something that I'm personally pretty fond of, and I know Mark, you as well. You made yourself strong for that for a very long time. So just underwriting that one more time.
Yeah, thank you, Lawrence. Again, couldn't have said it better. And perfect addition. This is the vertical philosophy. It's a playbook where we want to help high quality founding teams as well, and also help the space a bit, right? We don't have to deny it. The Web3 space is poisoned by a lot of teams that never have the intention to actually deliver value. They just rinse and repeat, and they just farm whatever is in the token. And we want to twist that around. The token has to be and a logical, you know, extension within the business case that captures value, that gives back to the community, that stimulates growth, in such a way that it actually promotes building a sustainable business. So that as a space, right, as a space, we can help those high quality founding teams that are actually bringing, value to our ecosystem as a whole. And we want to be that filter between it, right? We want to have a sort of a quality stamp that everyone that goes through our pathways with our advice, that we expose, we've did our due diligence on them for you, and we want to give them the stage as well, right? And I think the core message here as well, that if we help them, the Vertii holders and the Vertii community needs to be the main beneficiary of that expansion. And that's exactly where these utilities are built around. Guys, I hope that you start to realize exactly what kind of foundation that we're laying here. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone online, because we're gonna be we're gonna be shitting this hard and accelerating on this extremely well when the market returns. So let's go through our final utility. This one isn't live yet, it's coming. I'm going to go briefly over it, but this is basically our unique referral rev share program. So essentially, you stake your Vertii, you get a referral code, and if you help us scale up our business, you are able to earn money, a rev share on the growth that you help us bring. And here's the nice caveat, right? The more you stake, the higher percentage you can get in rev share. So we give the highest rev share to those who stake the most tokens. So Diamond tier gets the largest share of rev share during our referral rev share program. This will go live very soon. This is still in the making, but right, we don't want to have it wait too long anymore. Obviously, we keep building features, we keep adding utilities, we keep delivering additional value on top of it. But this is our unique affiliate program that you, as a Vertii staker, can actually, participate in and actually earn money if you help us, grow the ecosystem and the businesses as a whole. When this is live, I'm going to do a demo of it, how it works. We run through all the rules and etc. But just know that when you're a diamond tier, you get the highest, and when you're a bronze, you get the lowest. I would say we have a couple other things. The token burn is also coming, right? Where we always said each quarter we're going to be burning 10% of the net profits generating from services paid in Vertii. Obviously, that is a mechanism that we're also going to be implementing. So it goes from all sides, guys. It goes from discounts, it goes from airdrops, it goes from referral rev share. We go to credit drips where you get free AI, and also our ecosystem will have a deflationary mechanism, to support ecosystem growth and sustain that growth also over time. Obviously, we have all the trusted sources to purchase Vertii here. We're going to be adding our other liquidity pools here as well. But guys, that in general is the vertical gateway. You have a light mode, you have a dark mode. Obviously, you can see the Vertii price here, your balance, and also the cashback that you have in your wallet. I think that was it for now. Yeah, Lawrence, anything that I missed there, or should we go to the questions?
No, we don't. We can go to the questions. I think you were pretty comprehensive. I think what is nice to mention has nothing to do with the gateway, but you might wonder, like, hey, where's Hida? What's Friso doing? And that's because they kickstarted something quite, not I think very cool. They gave our first seminar about, in this case, how to build AI videos or quality videos using AI. And that's for two reasons very important. One, we really want to educate people, right? We believe that our tools are the tools to help people achieve their goals. And another way, it's also a great way to educate people on how to use Vertical, how to use our tools, and how to, attract more people to our platform. That will, in the end, of course, benefits the vertical ecosystem. But I think this was it's a really cool first step that they took into a new domain. They're gonna do this more often, and yeah, I actually wanna encourage you all to have a to look out on our socials, to look out what we're posting, and see when the next seminar is, because we're gonna be scaling this, and we're gonna do this like way more often. And today it was about vertical motion. We're also gonna do it about vertical stream. We're gonna do it about a lot of things. So yeah, keep an eye on that. If you have some cool ideas about our expertise that you'd like to know more about, we're always open for another seminar. So yeah,
Definitely,
keep an
definitely.
eye.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about Vertical, right? We operate like a real business. So that means webinars, all those kind of things are stuff that is happening behind the scene. We actually have a few questions coming in. Let me just pull them on. I just like to show this one. Wow, simply the best project. Well, thank you, Leon. That's always nice to hear. We have a question of Crypto Fox NL. Do we also earn more VertiI besides the dollar to purchase credits with? Well, guys, this is something we can explore. But to be fair, I've been in this space for a very long time, and the traditional staking for more tokens, it just dilutes the circulating supply, or just dilutes, let's say, the sellable supply. Obviously, we can give out more VertiI, but then again, this just increases your VertiI holding, and but also increases the amount of VertiI that people can sell. Most people, they use that VertiI yield to liquidate it for dollar value anyway. And we were looking for a more sustainable approach where we're still giving back to you, a yield in dollar value that you can actually use. Something that helps the token economy create, give value to the token and the usability within our ecosystem. But as of now, we've decided that doing emissions in VertiI tokens, based on historic data and also previous experiences, might actually not be most beneficial for the sustainability for the token economy. I know that you guys, you appreciate the price of the token. We need to ensure that that price, is stably, growing over time together with our token economy. And doing the emissions in VertiI tokens might actually counteract that. So as of now, we don't do that, but obviously we have supply in our treasury. If in the future we think that this is actually strategic and adds value to the token economy, we will consider it again and evaluate if this is something that we want to add to the gateway. That's the beautiful thing, right? The gateway, this is version 1. We can always add new things. And again, right, if we evaluate this and we come to the conclusion that this is strategic, then of course, it's something that we will consider in the future. Thank you for asking your question, Crypto Fox. If that answered your question, let me know. And for the rest, let's move on to the next one. Hey, just to clarify something, if I understand correctly, staking gives you more weight, and that higher weight increases your chances of receiving a larger portion of the airdrop, right? Yes, so the staking for weight works essentially that you stake, it's a minimum stake of 1,000 VertiI, but the more you get weight per token that you stake per day. So the formula is simple, right? You stake more, meaning that you get more weight because you have more tokens staked. And the person that staked more tokens for longer will get more weight, will have more weight when the snapshot is taken. So it's not a chance. So the weight is directly determining your portion of the airdrop. It means that everyone who has weight will get a portion pro rata from the pool from the airdrop. So yeah, it doesn't increase your chances. It gives you weight, and that means that you get a portion of the airdrop. Let's see. I saw another question coming in. Let me just do that here. Give me 1 second. Maybe it's the question is too big.
Yeah, because in version Xe, who sent this question, he has a second question.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that in here.
Great.
Copy. And it was a question for you, Lawrence. So not sure why
Yeah,
it's.
but I see, like Laurens mentioned, we don't necessarily have to perform additional actions. Did I say that, guys? I'm not sure. Maybe you can clarify the question because it's not entirely clear to me what you
Yeah. So
what's meant here.
I think what it means, guys. I'm gonna read up the question. Also, okay, this is the question. Lawrence mentioned that we don't necessarily have to perform any additional actions. In that, if that's the case, how will our participation in the activity be tracked or recorded? I'm just trying to better understand the process, how it works, because I'm a bit confused. So as of now, guys, the loyalty program for airdrops works that the person who stakes the most tokens for the longest will have more weight at the snapshot, and that is enough to be eligible for a portion of the airdrop pool. But what we want to include is a sort of InfoFi type of mechanism where we do an integration with platforms like Galaxy or Zili, where we connect those two platforms so that you can participate in those marketing and social campaigns. And that the people, let's say you have two people, right? One stakes 100,000 Vertii and the other one also stakes 100,000 Vertii. They both do it on the same day, but the one person just commits their token and is loyal in the sense that they stake, but the other person actually start participating in that marketing campaign that we have. So in those campaigns on Zili or Galaxy, you are able to get points. And we are going to be setting that in such a way that those points get added to your weight. So the two persons of which one just committed and their loyalty by staking, but the other one did the same, but also participated in the marketing campaign, will get a larger portion of that airdrop because he did more work, he was more active, and he participated more. So this way is for us also a way of giving back for those who actually go a step further in that commitment, in that loyalty. Those will actually have the opportunity to get more weight, even if it's the same time. But this is a feature that we're still working on. This will, hopefully, it's live for the first airdrop that we're doing. Just know that as of now, showing your loyalty and committing your tokens into our gateway by staking and just doing that as early as possible will give you the most weight and therefore the largest share in the airdrop pool. Yes, so the same inversion sets, okay, participating also increases your weight. Correctly. So participating in the staking, right, showing your loyalty and will give you weight, but also actively going a step further will increase that even further by the points that you can earn. But again, this is a feature that we're still working on. We need to make those integrations so it's a one-on-one, right, to make sure that we don't have farmers, that we actually only give that opportunity to people that staked, and therefore also expose this marketing machine as an additional reward for those people. I see that. Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate for the answer. All right. Perfect. I'm happy that we could clarify that. I see one person still typing. I'm gonna wait for his question if that is a question. But for the rest, I think we can wrap it up afterwards. Let's see. Well, this is a question. Mm. So we have a person in our Telegram group. What are the key features users will see on day one when the gateway launches? Guys, that is exactly what we demoed today. So if you're just jumping in here and you're like, hey, what is the gateway all about? I highly recommend watching the EMA from the start because everything that I showed you here today in the EMA is what is going live the moment the gateway gets launched. So watch the EMA back and you will have a full picture of this.
Yeah, I think only one thing that you showed is not live at the launch, right? And that is the affiliate program, but that we'll be launching that shortly after.
Yeah, again, yeah, exactly. And if we manage to get it up and running, it's there, but else it will come a bit later. That's actually a very strong utility for us as a business, right? So it's very logical that we, get that live as soon as possible. But again, right, everything that I showed you today, the status that it is right now, um, is going live. So very impressive, guys. Let me just bring this away. Wappa. All right. So yeah, I hope you guys found this impressive. We actually do. This is the cornerstone, the foundation on which we are going to be expanding the vertical ecosystem. Guys, the vision became bigger. It became grander. It became more impactful than 1.5 years ago when we launched. Vertical is going to keep on building on the brand and the tools that we have built. We are not going to participate in the standard, rinse and repeat Web3 hype token mechanism. We are going to be compounding value over time. And this is exactly how we're going to be doing it. I hope that the gateway has showed you a little bit, what kind of foundation that we are putting here. Guys, we are here to build, we are here to accelerate, and we are just waiting for the right timing. So for now, thank you all for tuning in. Lawrence, is there anything you want to add here before we tune out?
No, just thank you for watching. One more applause for the team of Mac who did such a great work again, over and over again. And that's it from our side today.
Nice. All right, guys. Indeed, congrats. The applause to the team. This is a phenomenal product again. For now, I would say stay tuned for our next week EMA because then hopefully we're going to do a launch moment of it. Guys, I wish everyone a great day, a great evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Lawrence and Mark tuning out.